No, you're not in California. These are the designs of Emily Stearns, founder of Drift Collective in Portsmouth.
We have a pretty funky, I guess, edgy style for New England. The bikinis are cheeky and the clothing is kind of wild. But over the past 2 years, it's like I can see it catching on.
Emily graduated from college with a degree in math and decided to come home and start making bathing suits to help pay her way through grad school.
My grandmother taught me how to sew, and I started playing around and coming up with new designs and slowly getting better at what I was doing. That's our Reggie Rocket, named after a 90s cartoon character. She was a girl that was a skateboarder, a surfer, kind of an inspiration of mine. When I designed them, it was very important to me to design a functional bathing suit that stays on when you're swimming. I think it's silly to have a bikini that just is barely on you just to try to look good. So these bikinis stay up very well. They're very flattering for all different body shapes. Because I make them right here, I work with the customer to customize it to their body.
Once she mastered the bikini, Emily started to study this new life in fashion she suddenly found herself in, and she didn't like what she learned.
When I started to learn about fashion, I realized that it was really unsustainable. I looked around and was like, how could I start a brand that basically is the opposite of everything that fashion is?
So she began thrifting and transforming clothes that had been discarded and unwanted into trendy, sustainable pieces of apparel.
This is part of our party shirt collection. They're a good seller in the summertime, kind of a beachy vibe. We do a lot of fun upcycled Hawaiian shirts.
Dyeing, cutting, pasting, screen printing, Emily, with a little help from friends, makes everything right in her Fleet Street studio. And she is a woman on a mission.
Each garment that we've screen printed this graphic on, a percentage of the portions goes straight to the Blue Ocean Society to help their efforts for ocean conservation in the Gulf of Maine. My whole goal is to have an impact, and a lot of people don't even know about sustainable fashion, so the more we grow and the more people I can reach and kind of show young people that this is a problem and it matters the way that you shop. That's kind of how I would define my success moving forward.
Next, we head to New Boston, where a teen is diving headfirst into the bathing suit business.
We have the one graphic design, which is the Galaxy one, and this one's my favorite.
Charlotte Ronan was only 9 years old when she came up with the idea for a suit that solves a problem while on a trip to the beach with her dad.
We came across a lot of shells, and I gave them to my dad, and he kept putting them in his pockets, and they became really heavy. And he said, put them in your pockets. And I'm like, no, there's no pockets in girls' bathing suits. He's like, you should start a company or something. And I'm like, yeah, I should.
Charlotte did her research and found no one else was making suits with pockets. So she filed a patent, and Be Yourself Bathing Suits was born.
We started just calling a bunch of different people and companies to help create the bathing suits. This is the phone pocket, and it stretches out so you can fit, I think, any type of phone. And you can fit, granola bar, you can fit the insulin pump.
This young female entrepreneur has learned a lot about business, including not to give up. After a failed Kickstarter round, Charlotte went back to the drawing board and isn't giving up on her dream.
My friends are like, ooh, what's the greatest thing you've done? And I'm like, oh, I haven't won many awards, but I own a company.
And like many successful inventors, she's already thinking of her next bright idea.
We're thinking about yoga pants or black leggings with those, because black leggings don't have pockets either.
Don't have a pool to cool down in? Head to the port city, where CoolCore is using their patented fabric in everything from underwear to horse blankets to cool without chemicals.
Well, I'd worked for actually Malden Mills, which is now Polartec, for some 30-plus years. And when I went out on my own, I had received a call from one of the major amusement parks in the world. And they were using a cooling towel that was creating problems.
So Dennis Aykroyd got to work and came up with a textile using different structures within the yarn to do the same thing the chemicals were doing in other cooling products.
Through trial and error, we were able to create a system that actually pulled the moisture off the body. Once it got into the garment, it would spread 360 degrees.
Now, CoolCore is everywhere. From fishing to running, people around the country are keeping cool thanks to Dennis's bright idea.
Our business model is selling fabric, our chemical-free thermoregulation fabric, to other big brands who either produce their own designs or we can help them with that. So example, Grundon's a great fishing brand, very high-end. This is all the CoolCore fabric. It's mechanically engineered into our fabrics through those proprietary cross-sections that create opportunity for moisture to move through the yarn, spreads the moisture throughout it, keeping things dry and cool. Moisture transportation is the reason why ours actually cools, and it's all done naturally, chemical-free.